With significant reference to the present pandemic, one can understand that even the survival has become a tough task. And so, the doctors are always considered to be the incarnations of the Lord Almighty, who emerged from nowhere as the saviors of human race. Hence arises the need to throw our attention to the next few minutes video. Approximately a decade ago, if you had a chance to take a detour from the heart of the Madurai city, you could reach out a government hospital in its poorest conditions, located in a barren land of the remotest corner, surrounded by thorny bushes. The villagers around the hospital rightly called it Kataspathri, which means a hospital in the jungle. The hospital was noted all for its pathetic outlook that gave the patients a no-hope situation. Despite being the last resort of hope for the survival of the patients, the hospital, unfortunately, couldn't stand up to the expectations. The hospital was spotted with a series of tragic sights, with a dilapidated building, fungus-tinted walls, poor maintained floors, unhygienic toilets, shabby corridors, rusted steel cots, and the like. Neither the doctors nor the patients could feel at home to make out the maximum with the feeble resources of the hospital. But miracles do happen at times, providing a promising changeover. One such miracle happened when Mr. Gandhi Madinathan was appointed as the RMO in 2013. His sensitive heart and helping hands were quivering for the welfare of the patients. He could realize that only a lively and hygienic environment can recover the patients to normalcy. His self-driven initiative, beyond the routines of the medical officers, and a longing to change the scenario, must have reached some of the noble souls who got recovered from their contagious diseases. They reciprocated their love and gratitude to the doctors and the hospital as well by extending their helping hands through various contributions. This is the same entrance that we saw in the beginning of the video as the rugged and rusted one through which we are about to enter an utopia. Here is the administrative block, which once had a single table and a chair, now turned to be a buzzing arena that is much more beautified by the lushy lawn outside. The grassy meadows are adorned with beautiful blossoms on either side of the pavement paths that run crisscross, offering a refreshing atmosphere that enhances the confidence of the patients to fight against the fatal diseases. The miraculous changeover of a barren land into a soothing environment proves to be a treat to all the senses. An ambulance is always under the high alert to serve the patients around the clock. The dark and dungeon-like wards have been transformed into glassy zone with excellent infrastructure with new cots and neat and tidy floors. Have you ever come across a hospital that possesses a library in it? This hospital has that facility where the patients and the attenders can spend their valuable times in reading books and magazines. To retrieve the desolates and isolated patients from their loneliness and boredom, a recreation hall has been allotted with carom board, chessboards, audiovisual aids like TV, projector, and speakers to make the patients feel at home. The all-new favor block payments have been added to the comfort zone of the patients where they can have their food and relaxation. The dark smoke-tinted kitchen rooms with its own antique utensils has been replaced with smart kitchens with latest equipments functioning with LPG. It's of some noble thoughts that separate cooking provisions have been made for the attendees to give the patients a home tasting treats. A rehabilitation center extends its sublime service to the drug addicts and some of the maladjusted persons. Apart from the treatments, the patients are provided with the life skills for their bread and butter when they get discharged and go out into the society for their survival. To relieve them from their mental illness with various treatments like yoga, pranayama, puppet shows, music therapy, and the like. As the patients were unable to access the hairdressing facilities, a private salon has been set up inside the premises. The hospital that had to suffice the water needs, the hospital has dug the well deeper and facilitated better to pump the water to the newly set up overhead tank, from where the water is dispensed to various wards for the easy access of the patients. It's mention worthy that the above said barren land has been transformed into a greenish grove full of flora and fauna. The rugged trails have been changed into smooth sailing roads. The lush green landscape of the hospital has been studded with 3,000 shade trees and 100 fruit-bearing trees, providing a shelter and a dwelling place to the birds and bees. Psychiatric care unit stands unique of its kind to provide optimum medical facilities to the mentally challenged patients who were at times rescued from dumps and dark alleys. Offering a curious attention for the COVID patients, a special unit has been redefined as an isolation ward, assuring the recovery of nth number of COVID patients, which adds up to as many as 5,000 patients during the first and second wave of the pandemic. Palliative care unit proves to be the ultimate care zone for the acute cancer survivors. The spacious and classy yoga hall leads the patients into a world of tranquility that adds up to the curative values of pharmacopoeia. Yet another library and the indoor sports setup stand as a source of revitalization for the patients. A newly built state-of-the-art meditation hall ensures better mental health for the patients. Thus, the reinventions and renovations carried out in this thoracic care center stand as the epitome of sincere efforts and dedicated service of Dr. Gandhi Madinathan, who advocated the slogan, "Don't think what the country has done for you, but think what you have done for the country." But for his endeavors, all these revolutionary changes would have remained as dreams still.